What was your first reaction when you saw your FRM result?
And I was shocked for a moment.
How you landed up with this job?
I basically got this job via
Which subject you chose in 11th, 12th commerce with?
maths, commerce with maths.
It helps in FRM?
Yes, it does.
If not FRM, what subject would you have chosen and why?
If not FRM, I would have pursued.
Everyone is chasing 3-letter degrees. So it is MBA, PhD, CFA, FRM. And if you're doing any other course, people think he is Vella. What do you think? Education system is rigged?
Yes.
How was your school life when you're trying to juggle between badminton and studies and co-curricular activities?
It was very tough, as I said.
This finance as an industry today also is dominated by males. Like being a sports person and then like really doing good academically, how does it help in your corporate job, especially being a female?
Women are not, given the right opportunities that they deserve.
You gave one interview, right? And you cleared it.
Yeah.
How you managed to do it?
You should be very much, well versed about.
Hello everyone. So everyone have plan A, plan B and then plan C in case plan A and plan B doesn't work out. But today we have someone who have achieved plan A, then moved to plan B and then now pursuing plan C. Today we have Soumya with us. She is a graduate from Delhi University. She have cleared her FRM and I am informed that today you have also got your FRM charter holder. Congratulations for that. Today we will be diving into details of FRM and we'll be trying to answer one single question that is pressing point of lot of students. Either I should go for MBA or I should go for FRM or should I do both? Let us ask today Soumya about all this. First of all, Soumya, welcome to the ROI show. How are you doing today?
Hi, sir. Thank you for having me. I'm doing very well. How about you?
I am also doing good. So let's start this time bit casually. What was your first reaction when you saw your FRM result?
The results came out early in the morning. I was sleeping and then I woke up and then I checked my phone and got an email that your May 2025 exam results are out. I was like shocked. Oh my God. I don't know how I would have done. Then I suddenly woke up and then I checked my email. Then I followed the link and then I clicked on the results and then it said that congratulations, you have passed the FRM level 2 examination. I was shocked for a moment and then literally tears came out and I was so happy. Then I ran to my parents and then I informed them. Everyone were very happy that.
What do you do? I have not told others, I know, but tell them about your work. What do you do?
About my work?
Yes.
So basically, I work with a global insurance and reinsurance company called AXA XL. I am an analyst in policy management division. So we work very closely with the underwriters based in the UK and Lloyd's markets. So I work for the UK markets. So my underwriters are based in the UK and Lloyd's markets mostly. So I work in the aerospace division. So
explain it in very simple terms. It will be very difficult for someone to understand, right? Who is
Yeah.
not from finance background and they want to know what this girl is doing in the office.
Okay.
You are among those guys who decides insurance premium?
We don't
Help you to calculate, help others to
we
calculate?
help underwriters to calculate the insurance premium.
Okay.
We basically provide the premium level, which would be like the equilibrium level or the
Okay.
that.
Got it.
Yeah.
So how you landed up with this job? How from you have done graduation from Delhi University, what course you pursued and how you landed up with this job?
Okay, so I pursued economics honors from Deshbandhu College, University of Delhi. I basically got this job via campus placement. So one fine day, AXA XL came to the placement cell of our college and I applied through it and I got in.
Okay. So do you need to be FRM part 1 or part 2 clear to how does your colleague look like? The qualification of your colleagues are all of them are your college mates or they are having some certifications and you are lucky you were able to get there?
So like a bunch of people from my college got placed in the same company as I am in. We like it's very fun to be around them, but they are placed in different teams. So I was a fresher when I first joined this job, and usually my company doesn't hire people from college straight out of college. So they usually take experienced hires. So that was the first time when they went to pick up raw talent from the college.
Okay.
So the people around me, the people with whom I work with are experienced and they are very older to me, and I am the young one in
Okay.
at work.
Okay. Like since you mentioned college, like how was your college life? Maybe just if you have to explain those 3 years in maybe 30 seconds, how would you explain them to me?
So it was a mix of a lot of things. I was part of the batch of 2020 to 2023. So 1.5 years of my college went in COVID, online classes, and we never really had physical classes in those 1.5 years. When the lockdown got finished and once the restriction got lifted up, college opened its doors in February 2022. That was the first time I physically went to the college, and the people with whom I was talking to in online classes or in online mode, I saw them for the first time physically. And yeah, afterwards, the rest 1.5 years of my college life was full of fun, it was very much fests and a lot of college events and roaming around Delhi, not really attending classes.
And like, were you studious kind of person from the beginning, or like something else? Like you're not into studies, and something clicked, and then you started studying.
From the beginning, like from school days,
Yes.
are you asking?
When, like, from let's say nursery, first standard.
Okay. So I come from a South Indian family. So like everyone around me in my family are extremely studious and they're like very academically gifted. They like are like pursuing a lot of strong academic things. So yeah.
So now to they would be feeling proud of you, right? FRM.
Yes, they are. My parents are proud of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have any sibling?
No, I'm an only child.
Okay. Okay. Like you said, your in your family you have a lot of people who are academically very strong. Anyone who was your inspiration, like I want to do or become something like this? Because generally people who are academically strong, it is seen that they are living decent enough life, right? It may not be excellent, but they're doing good in their life. So anyone was your inspiration when you were a child?
The inspiration mainly came from my father. He is also from the commerce background. So, yeah, he used to talk to me about accountancy and economics and business studies. So, I think mostly my father ingrained that sense of admiration towards finance or
Okay.
commerce for that matter.
Okay. Which subject you chose in 11th, 12th commerce with?
Maths, commerce with maths.
It helps in FRM?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Like what advantage you had over, let's say, someone else who have not pursued maths along with their primary studies?
I would say that math is a very important subject. Many young people tend to ignore it, but having lived the hard life, I can tell you that you should not ignore maths ever in your life. Even in class 11th and 12th, one must take maths because like it builds the foundational level quantitative aptitude.
You said I've lived a very hard life. Like, as in, what does that mean?
So when I was little, I used to like have this phobia of maths. I used to hate maths like anything. I used to run away from maths.
When you are like very young.
Very young, when I was in 8th, 9th standard.
Okay.
I used to like hate maths. I used to think that why are they even teaching this? It won't be helpful. I won't study. I won't do this and all. But later on, after coming to college, after pursuing courses, I really understood that I really understood that maths is very important, and I'm thankful that I did not ignore it in class 11th and 12th.
Okay. So once you reach the college, you are in your third year. There are many courses when you are from Delhi University. You have done which course?
Economics honors.
Economics honors, right?
Yeah.
So I hardly know anyone who says after economic honors I'll go for FRM. Generally the route is MBA or something else, right? Like what were the options available to and why you chose FRM?
Okay, so Economics honors of Delhi University is a very quantitative course, and I would say it's a very beautifully curated course by DU. So most of the syllabus of FRM Part 1 overlaps with the things that we studied already in our graduation. So like for statistics and the quantitative methods, there's a subject, right, in FRM Part 1, quantitative methods. So almost all the topics I had already studied in college.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Even in college, I studied those subjects in a very in a complex manner. I went to real depth to study those subjects
okay.
in college. So that really helped me. It helped me in a way that I completed that book in about 10 days.
Okay.
It was just recall.
Because you have studied it for 6 months.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Not 6 months, for a year. In third semester, I had statistical methods for economics, and in the fourth semester, I had this subject called econometrics. So all the time series, things, then autocorrelation, regression, everything was deeply covered in that subject.
Okay.
So it was very easier for me to pick up when studying FRM.
Okay. If not FRM, what subject would you have chosen and why?
If not FRM, I would have pursued CFA.
Okay. And why?
Again, I really like finance, and I wanted to explore finance more deeply. So that's why I would have chosen CFA if not FRM.
Okay. Like what I personally feel from my end is everyone is chasing 3-letter degrees. So it is MBA, PhD, CFA, FRM.
Yeah.
CA is an exception, but people are chasing it. And if you're doing any other course, people think he is vella. He don't want to do anything. He's not very serious, and maybe he'll do something else on his own, but he's not very serious about studies, right? So when you were moving from college and you started pursuing FRM after your college, right?
Yeah.
After third year. So during those 2-3 years, you felt like what next for me? I'm going to work. Like you also got job in the last sem, right?
Correct.
So like during those 3 years, you had some plans, or you felt like education system is rigged. Like students generally feel. They told me you don't have to study after 10th. Then they told the same thing after 12th. You don't have to study. Then college, and then I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Education system is rigged, or like something that you can do to fix your career?
So basically, as you mentioned that what I did in the first 2 years, right? So first year, like mostly went in COVID, 2020, 2021, like everywhere it was lockdown. We were hardly supposed to go out anywhere. So I had my online classes, and at that point of time, I was like totally not thinking about what to do next and what opportunities lies in. I mostly, thought that, oh, I have this 1 year with me. I'll make the most use of it, because when I was young, I was a national level badminton player, and I've played badminton professionally for about 11 years.
Okay.
So the year before that, in 2020 end, I quit playing badminton. So my life before that was very, excruciating. I used to, juggle from school, from classes to tournaments to practice, and like I used to travel a lot because of national level tournaments that used to happen. So I hardly had time for myself or for my family. I was either supposed to, work or to study or to like play and do tournaments. I never had life beyond it. So once that got over, my badminton stint got over, I was like, okay, I have 1 year, I'll take it, I'll rest, and I'll do a lot of fun stuff. I'll not think what to do next. I'll mostly plan it afterwards.
Okay.
So that 1 year, first year of my college went like that. I made a lot of friends, and like I used to have a lot of fun with them. Then in the second year, when the college reopened, again, like I was like in the zone of like that peak college life. I used to have a lot of fun. I used to go out and hardly attended college class. Yeah, so that was it. But yes, coming into the final year of my college, everyone started looking for opportunities, that what they have to do next.
No.
And that's when it really hit me that what next, and what path I should choose to. Then I started to figuring out a lot of things. I had plan of going into CAT preparation, or many people were doing CFA, and many people were also talking about FRM, and other people were talking about getting jobs into consulting or finance or things like that.
Why not ever thought of starting your own business? Matlab, I have this thing. In the third year of college,
Yeah.
95% of the students are thinking of landing a job rather than starting a business.
Correct.
So today also college doesn't inculcate or encourage you to have something of your own. Is the system designed like this as of date as well?
I don't think so, because primarily a lot of colleges in DU especially do have a club called entrepreneurship cell. That the primary purpose of that cell is to inculcate a sense of business character in their students. So a lot of people do take a part of those activities that is conducted by that cell. A lot of fests are organized, a lot of competition and case studies are organized by that cell. So like a lot of shark tank related activities are conducted by that cell. But I think that people these days do realize that it's not easy to operate a business. They do need a lot of experience and I would say that focus into what they are getting into.
Okay.
I think people first, what they do is that people get into big MNCs like Big Four or consulting firms. They start their stint there. Then when they understand how world works or how businesses work, what's the demand and like what they can bring to the table, then I think it clicks, and then they go for other then they start their startup stint.
Okay. And like, how was it when you were in school and you were actively playing badminton? I'm pretty sure, like, when you are active into sports, it's very difficult to focus on studies, right?
Yeah.
At least when you are doing it at
Correct.
national level.
Yes.
So, like, how was your school life when you're trying to juggle between badminton and studies and co-curricular activities? How you managed all those 11 and it's long time, right? 11 years. How you managed it?
So yeah, it was very tough. As I said, I did not have life beyond badminton and studies.
But school mein to no one have life beyond badminton studies. Most like badminton as in studies and maybe friends. There is no life beyond it generally.
But like I didn't have those fun hangouts with my school friends.
Okay.
I feel that I've missed out a lot of that those lovely moments that children have in school.
Okay.
But yes, it was a very
So like,
tough.
do you regret it? I missed on those moments and I've stopped playing badminton also. So if you have to go back in time, you will prefer hanging out with friends instead of playing badminton?
I don't think so, because like badminton has taught me a lot of things which otherwise I wouldn't have learned it. It has taught me discipline, resilience, and a lot of things that are I actively use in my non-badminton lifestyle,
Corporate life.
or personal life, or how I go about things. A sense of discipline like badminton has taught me. So I think I really I'm grateful for that.
Like, I also have few friends who are really good in sports and they have habit of keeping scores. So you also in your corporate life have this? I've done this project, 0.1 points to me, 0 points. Like, they do it mentally. They do this mental maths every time. You also do that? You keep scores?
No, I don't keep scores. It's not really like that. I do like try to be better than I was before.
Okay.
So I try to constantly improve myself.
And like, how you said a lot of things that you have learned in badminton is and you apply it in your non-badminton life, corporate life. How being a sports person, like, there is always some attention you get, right? Even if you have left badminton, when you say I was a national player, all the limelight is on you. So how does it impact the surrounding around you, and how do you apply the learnings that you have got in your day-to-day life?
So I recently last year and this year I played a badminton tournament which was conducted by my office, and I won in both singles and doubles, and everyone was, oh, you play so well, how come? Then I used to tell them that I was a national badminton player. So it has gotten a lot of attention. Like a lot of top leaders in my company do know me because of the game that I played.
How young you were when you started playing badminton, and like, who introduced you to that sport?
I started playing badminton when I was 10 years old.
Okay.
So my dad, like, he's a very, sports lover, and like, we stay very close by to this stadium called City Fort Sports Complex in Delhi. So one day, he took me there, and I saw the badminton courts. Like, it was very beautiful, and I got very excited. And I told him that I want to play this sport. I want to try, learning it. He said, okay, no problem. Let's join you there. Then, like, it started like that.
Okay. Now, like, he still like keeps on pushing you to pursue badminton again.
Not now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like because you have mentioned your father a couple of times, I believe you are very close to him.
Yes.
Do you still watch sports together, like badminton matches or some other sports, cricket, football? Like, do you have memories of it in your from your childhood or something?
Yes, we always do that. Even now we do that. So my dad is really into cricket and tennis. We both like form a team, and then we support the team which we are watching, and like we have a lot of memories like that. Recently I'm more of into Formula 1, F1.
Yes.
Yeah, like I've started like watching that sport, and he's not much well aware of it. So like I'm making him to sit and watch the races every weekend. So like I'm introducing him to that sport.
Like when you started preparing for FRM, you are already working, right?
Correct.
So how you balanced working plus studies? Like you have always been doing two things, right?
Yeah.
Badminton plus studies,
Yeah.
college plus badminton, then later on job plus again studies. So like how you manage job with studies?
It was a very hectic schedule that I had. Once you start working in a corporate environment, there is a lot of work, and you need to be constantly on your toes to, meet the deliverables and the quality of work that you are supposed to maintain. Along with that, studies become a little tedious to manage with. But I feel that, as I said before, I have this habit of, scheduling my day properly and to maintain the to-do list. I think that really helped me. I used to my work timings are from 8:30 to 4:30 p.m. in the evening. So in my office there's this hybrid model that we follow, wherein we need to go to office 2 days in a week and rest 3 days we can do work from home. So on the days that I used to go to office, I used to get up early in the morning, like around 5:30 or 6. I used to watch lectures or like have my 1.5 hour study session there. I used to get ready and then go to the office. And I used to come back around 6:30 from work. After having like tea or coffee, I used to sit down, and then I used to push myself to study till 11 or 12 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah, I managed like that in my office days. And when I was working from home, again I used to wake up early at around 6 or 6:30. I used to have my 1 hour of study session till 8:30. Then I used to work till 4:30. And then I used to relax for a bit, and then from 6 to 10 or 11 I used to try to study.
Okay. Like how much time it took for you to complete FRM from starting from FRM part 1 till you got your results for part 2?
I basically joined your course in I basically joined your course in March 2024, and I gave the August 2024 attempt.
Okay.
And the results were out by September. I enrolled for the part 2 batch in October, and I gave it in the May 2025.
Okay. So
So
almost
four months for part 1 and like about 7-8 months for part 2.
more or less 1 year plus minus 1 or 2 months.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. So like this finance as an industry today also is dominated by males, right? So like you might experience this in your office as well.
Yeah.
Maybe it is split of 70-30, 65-35.
Yeah.
So like being a sports person and then like really doing good academically, how does it help in your corporate job, especially being a female?
This is my first job that I'm working in, and in my company, there is a lot of talks about women empowerment and like My company like really support women in their career and in their growth trajectory. So personally, I haven't felt any sort of bias against women or like females in general. But I do, hear a lot of things that, on LinkedIn especially, that goes around that women are not, given the right opportunities that they deserve, and in terms of pay and all. But personally, I haven't experienced it, so like I can't like, speak about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, like because like this is your first job, I would want to discuss. Let's say I'm someone who is doing graduation from XYZ university, and I want to be at your position. So I have to definitely crack some interview in which something like similar that you have appeared for.
Yeah.
What preparation you did for cracking that interview, and like what kind of questions were asked? How you managed to clear? You gave one interview, right, and you cleared it.
Yeah.
Like how you managed to do it?
So every company always have this aptitude test that is a mix of like reasoning, verbal, and quantitative ability. That's similar to preparing for any aptitude exams like banking exams or RBI exams or CAT, something like that. Basic arithmetic and algebra is required. I would suggest that the people who are looking forward to join their corporate stint to work on these topics. And yeah, and you should be thorough with whatever internships or projects or like courses that you have done, because mostly if you are a fresher and you don't really have good chunk of work experience, so mostly interviewers would be reviewing your CV, and you should be very much well versed about everything that you have written in your CV. So you should be like whatever the person does, you should be able to answer it and should be able to explain why you did it and how you did it. So
Okay.
that's the thing, and be true to yourself and be true to the person who's taking the interview.
Okay. Okay. Have you done some internships or something before going for full-time job?
I was a part of the placement cell and Enactus of my college. I had like position of responsibilities there.
Okay. Now, like since you have been placed, like you're working, you are doing good, you have also become charter holder. Now, what next you are planning for? Or like, is it like now I'm doing good in my life for a year or two, I'll rest and then I'll move on to something else. What are your plans?
So basically, I'm figuring it out what I need to do next and like what my interest, completely lies in. But I do see myself in like leadership positions in the future. And I feel that for that, I need to get my MBA done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like generally the question is, should I do MBA or FRM? You are saying you should do both. At least that's what your actions are suggesting.
Yeah.
Yes. So is MBA and FRM good combination? Because you are well thorough with MBA preparation. You must be giving CAT exams, right? So is MBA plus FRM good combination? Should I pursue it?
Yeah, I think you definitely should pursue it, because like FRM like teaches you how like risk models work and how risk in general is supposed to be mitigated or managed, and there's a lot of dimensions to it. But MBA teaches you how to lead the pack, how if you are a portfolio manager or if you are handling risk of portfolio manager. I feel that MBA gives you that edge that you will be able to lead your team in a more efficient way. And MBA also opens a lot of doors for a lot of finance courses, for a lot of finance careers.
Okay. Like nowadays, it's very common to hear skills about versus qualification. And now we have started tilting towards, even if you don't have qualification, if you have skills, you're good enough for the company.
Yeah.
Do I still need to pursue all these courses? Like, why can't be I good at just one thing? I don't need to put that I have some qualification in my resume and still be selected at the job. Like, do you think we have reached that stage in the industry? Like, even if you don't have the certification, still you will be able to crack the job basis these skills.
So I feel that job market these days is like a bit tricky, And like a lot of people are finding it really hard to find jobs. I do agree that skills matter more than qualifications, but we are at that stage where skills also matters and qualification also matters. Both of them like should be there, equally placed in your
Okay.
resume.
Okay.
So for you to get into good roles.
I'll add on something to it.
Yeah.
So like when I was maybe 15 years back, 10 years back, when I was in 8, 9, 10 standard, it used to be you get a qualification and your life is set. You be a CA, you be a doctor, you be an engineer, and
Yeah.
life is set. Nowadays, it is bare minimum. You have to be CA, engineer, doctor.
Yeah.
Then you have to have some skills, and then maybe you have to have some internship experience.
Mm.
And then you are at par with competition. Then also you have to fight really hard to get to your desired role.
Correct. Yeah.
Right. So like the benchmark is now so high that just one qualification and you say I have skills but you don't have any degree to back it up, it becomes very difficult to prove it in your, like, why would someone even select your resume and give you a call until unless they have so many resumes with so much qualifications that your particular resume is sidelined because it doesn't mention anything.
Yes.
So I also suggest to these students, skills you have to learn, otherwise you're of not any use.
Yes.
But that degree now is your just gate pass to enter into that company.
Correct.
And then how you perform will take you miles.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Now, like you have became FRM. Have anything changed for you in your job, or like you have been approached more for different kind of roles? Like what impact it made in your current role, or maybe the roles that you are being offered before you were an FRM and after you became FRM?
I think that after completing FRM, like many people are really impressed with what I have done, and I've been getting a lot of risk-related profile offers from my company.
Okay. Have you thought about like moving to like core risk related role?
Yes, I have. Like I do have plans of getting into core risk-related role. I am very fascinated and intrigued by the credit risk. So I think I would want to pursue my career in that.
Okay. Okay. So like MBA, then like you're planning to learn some skills related to credit risk.
Yes.
Okay. Let's say if whatever you have researched, I am in FRM, let's say part 1, I'm pursuing FRM part 1 and I want to be into credit risk side of things.
Yeah.
What extra skills? I am pursuing FRM. Beyond that, what should I do today so that I start working in FRM into credit risk?
Yeah. So like credit risk is all about modeling and implementing the right set of models to the variables. So I feel that if you have completed part 1, I would suggest that take some time off. I would say like take 2 to 3 months time off, and in that time period try to learn practical skills like credit risk modeling. And like there are a lot of models that are used in credit risk which are basically in demand in the market right now. So I would like suggest that you really get your hands-on experience on those models, and then when you start your FRM part 2 journey, you will find it very easy to understand the concepts and the terminology or the technicalities that FRM part 2 offers, because FRM part 2 is like more technical and more risk related concepts are in depth in part 2 as compared to part 1.
Okay. So you are saying essentially learn credit risk modeling.
Correct.
Any like whatever research you have done, what kind of within credit risk, it's a very broad term, right? Within credit risk modeling, if I'm targeting any job, what kind of particular skill set that I should learn? Like Basel is there, IFRS 9 is there. What are you targeting? Let me know that.
There's Moody's KMB model, and there's Merton model, like that figures out the probability of default. Like credit rating model, credit risk plus model is there.
Okay.
You can like learn that.
Jay, like we have discussed your life before FRM, we have discussed your job as well. I want to discuss your preparation journey.
Yeah.
So, like, once now you look back, do you think that you have made some mistakes and you would not want to repeat them? Anything that you made and like you would not want to repeat it?
Yes. So particularly talking about FRM part 2, the syllabus is huge and like it goes very deep and it becomes very overwhelming at times to to understand everything and to remember everything and to use it. So I feel that in market risk there is one particular chapter which I felt very overwhelming and very tricky, so I did not do it. And on the actual day of the exam I got about 4 or 5 questions from that chapter particularly. So I would like really suggest everyone that you are preparing for FRM that please don't leave any chapter because anything can be asked.
Yes.
And you might not know what might happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those 4 or 5 questions are very crucial, especially
Okay.
in market risk.
Okay. And like any emotional breakdown you had while preparing for this journey?
So in FRM part 1, I started very late. I thought that I would be able to do it in the span of 4.5 months, but like it got very overwhelming in like around May or June. That point, like I was getting a lot of workload at the office, and I had to study for FRM part 1 as well. So at that point, I felt very overwhelmed by everything, and then like I had to calm myself down. I had to remind myself for like what lies ahead and what I am willing to do. Then the things went smoothly from there.
Okay. Like I have this habit of whenever I'm studying or when I'm trying to focus, there's some music that I play in the background, and this has been one constant thing. It continues for months and months, and then I switch. Then it continues for months and months. So there'll be 3-4 playlists that will go year around. And I remember when I was preparing for FRM, I developed this like there was a playlist, and I used to sit, I used to play, and till the time that playlist was not over, I used to study, no matter what is happening, and then I'll do other work, right? Every student have some habit that they follow while studying. Do you have any such habit and that helps you?
Yeah, there's this technique called the Pomodoro technique.
What is that?
Yeah, it's like a technique where like you study for 25 minutes and then you take a 5-minute gap, and then you again study for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute gap. So this cycle repeats for 5 times, and then you take a long break for about 1 hour. So I think that really helps you. But what I did was I didn't take 25 minutes of like study time. I used to take for 1.5 hours of study time. So I used to study for 1.5 hours half hour straight. I used to take break for 15 minutes, and I used to study for 1.5 hours. I used to follow this methodology.
Okay, you have followed it in all your FRM exams?
Yes.
Okay.
So like it gives like sense of like absolute rest from whatever the hard things that you're doing. Then afterwards you can like do that
Okay.
study things. It's more efficient.
Okay. And how do you clear your mind? Like there are a lot of problems we face. Job is also there, study is also there, some bad marks in a test, and it disturbs you.
Yeah.
Like what's your process of clearing your mind so that I can move on to next thing?
I go for a long walk.
Okay.
I like whenever when I get overwhelmed or I get very stressed, I just get down. I used to take a long walk for about 4 to 5 kilometers. Then I clear my mind and then come back home. Or like I used to go to play badminton. That really clears
Sport
my
really
brain.
helps.
Yeah, so some physical activity really helps. If you're into gymming or if you're into other sports, you can always have that option of doing that in order to clear your mind.
Now moving on to your preparation journey,
Yeah.
right? So like I would want to know firstly how you discovered us. There are so many other prep providers and people study on their own as well.
Yeah.
So why you felt need of coaching and how you found QuintEdge?
I always feel that when you are approaching an exam or a professional certification, right kind of guidance is something that is extremely crucial because like the concepts, you can't learn everything from your own. At least for me, I need someone who would like guide me or walk me through the subjects. For that, I feel that FRM was a big investment for me, and in order to do things right, I needed coaching. So one fine day I was searching YouTube and I stumbled upon your video, And then I researched about QuintEdge and I saw some trial videos of yours. I really liked the way you taught, very calmly, in a very composed manner, slowly and all. I feel that I really liked your way of teaching, and I felt that like I would be able to learn a lot from you. So that's why I enrolled in QuintEdge.
Okay. And like, if let's say I have to start my FRM preparation, I've just got 4 months.
Yeah.
What order of studies I should follow, or how I'm going to make notes, how I should study so that I end up clearing the entire exam in one go.
So FRM Part 1, I think the books that we have are not placed in the right order of like
Yes, I agree.
yeah, I don't place in the right order of like chapters that you must do. So like some technical things are taught before, and like some normal things are are there in the later part of the course. I feel that when I took your course, I took the self-paced one. You mentioned that a lot of things like are not well structured. So you had like made some 7 modules, and in that you had taught the things in a very structured way. So I completely followed whatever it was there in the portal and the 7 modules that you had created. So I completely followed that. And the way I used to study was, first I used to watch the video and I used to pause, make notes. Then I used to resume again, and then I used to like understand the concepts, and then I used to make notes of my own. So I have this habit of writing everything that I study. So it's there since my childhood days. So that really helped. And as you always mentioned that watch the lecture, then read the Schwezer notes again, and then come back and attempt the tests. So I followed this thoroughly. I used to watch your videos. I used to make notes, and then once the syllabus, once the topic was over, I used to go back to the Schwezer notes. I used to read it very thoroughly. I used to, underline or, mark things there. And then after, getting there, I used to come back to the portal, attempt the tests, and then I feel it, and if I felt that I'm okay with it, then I used to proceed further. If not, I used to, revise the things that are problematic for me again.
Okay. And how many mocks you attempted before going for real exam?
So for FRM Part 1, I attempted the 2 mocks that the guard provided. And for Part 2, I attempted more than 6 or 7 mocks.
Last question before we move on to the rapid fire.
Yeah.
So because you are pursuing 2 courses, what are the synergies you see monetarily, right? Ultimately, we are finance investors. That's why the name ROI show. We want the ROI on the investments, right? Let's say I've completed my BCom and I've done my FRM and I'm making, let's say, 6 to 8 lakh rupees. Then I also plan to do MBA. How much this integration can, like, after completing my MBA, how much ballpark figure I can expect increase in my salary? I'm earning right now 7-8 lakh rupees. That's what on an average the people earn. After integrating with MBA, how much jump you are expecting? It could be double, it could be 50% increase. What do you think?
So I feel that MBA from tier 1 or tier 2 colleges, if you look at it, I think the median salary is about 15 to 16 lakhs per annum. If you integrate it with courses like CFA or FRM or CA, the finance opportunities, I think could see a jump of about 20 lakhs per annum or above.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this was the conversation that I wanted to have with you because you are pursuing, like you are planning to pursue MBA and you have already completed FRM. So FRM plus MBA. Now let's move to rapid fire round. I'm going to ask you certain questions. You have to answer them in one word or maximum to maximum one line. Okay. And you have to be quick. Whatever comes to your mind first, you have to say. If FRM were a movie, which scene would you describe as your prep journey?
Which scene I would like?
Yes.
There's this movie called Welcome, Akshay Kumar and
Yes.
Paresh are this big comic movie. In that, like, in the opening scene, no, there's this ladder, and then they, try to hang their legs in both in the car also, in the ladder also. I think that.
Okay. And like one topic that traumatized you initially, but now you secretly love it.
Market risk.
If you have to give one message to your past, the girl that is still studying in college, what would you give?
I would like give that have fun, don't stress out a lot, and no, just life will take its path. Don't worry.
Okay. Work or study? Which one is harder?
Study.
Okay. If FRM had a dating profile bio, what would it say?
Take calculated risks.
Great. Do Indian companies still undervalue global certifications like FRM, CFA?
Not anymore. Everyone is like recognizing the importance that these certifications hold.
Thank you, Soumya, for this rapid fire. And this brings us to the end of this podcast. I would want to add one message for the audience. If you want to be a financial risk manager, FRM, first you have to take risk in your personal or your career, and you have to dare to pursue this certification first, because you don't know where it can take you. We have Soumya with us. It was really nice conversation. We have lived this life from being a national level badminton player, then going to college, then clearing FRM part 1 and part 2 exams, landing up a job, and you are doing really well in your career. So thank you for joining us today. We have a small gift for you. This small gift from our side.
Thank you so much.
I hope the audience also was able to grasp a lot of things, and they'll be able to apply the same knowledge that you have given them in their respective journeys.
Thank you for having me, sir. It was a wonderful conversation. Thank you.
Welcome.